vehicle downrange.
And Falcon 9 has launched from Slick 4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. It is piercing through the clouds on Space Coast West. Sorry, I was not expecting the Valentine's Day comment. Well done to whoever is on commentary there this evening for a really great, very smooth inclusion of that there this evening. As we go through T plus at 50 seconds into flight, Falcon 9 continuing to throttle up in its flight, getting ready to go through big moment here of max Q. It's a moment of peak mechanical stress on the vehicle, really the most dangerous point in the flight.
Max Q.
And there's that call out that we wanted to hear. You'll now see Falcon 9 will throttle up, increasing in its speed quite dramatically, and those G-forces are now going to start to increase 2.1, 2.2 Gs, and increasing in force on the launch vehicle. 9 good Merlin engines on ignition. Falcon 9 now traveling over 2,500 kilometers an hour, passing 20 kilometers in altitude. T plus 95 seconds into flight. We're now just about 40 seconds away from the sequence, a big sequence of events kicking off with MECO, or first stage main engine cutoff. That'll begin at T plus 2 minutes, 26 seconds. That'll be immediately followed by first and second stage separation, second engine start, or SES1, grid fin deploy on the first stage, and then about 20 seconds later, fairing separation. And that is when those 24 Starlink V2 mini satellites will be exposed base for the very first time. Now about 15 seconds away from that sequence of events, let's listen for the call-outs.
Eco. Stage separation confirmed. Back startup. Bearing separation confirmed.
And a great sequence of events there. T plus 3 minutes, 7 seconds into flight. The first stage now continuing just under its momentum, heading up to its apogee. The second stage continuing now under power, now passing that Kármán line of 100 kilometers, traveling over 8,600 kilometers an hour and increasing. The first stage is now past that 100-kilometer Kármán line, traveling 7,300 kilometers an hour and decreasing as it floats up to its apogee. We'll have to wait and see just a moment here to see which of you got your guesses right for the apogee of the first stage. The first stage will then begin its journey back down to Earth with 2 burns. Entry burn will begin 5 minutes, 59 seconds into flight, lasting 22 seconds. And landing burn beginning 7 minutes, 57 seconds into flight, lasting 23 seconds. If you guys have comments or questions, you can send those in the chat by taking me at the launch pad. Now that we're in this coast phase, that'll be the time that I'll be able to answer those live for you here this evening.
1 FTS is saved.
Stage 1 introvert startup. Stage 1 introvert shutdown.
And a fantastic entry burn there now complete. The first stage now continuing to slow down as it descends towards the drone ship. Of course, that's still letting down in the Pacific Ocean, passing now below 25 kilometers in altitude. The second stage continuing under power, now coming up to just under 18,000 kilometers an hour in speed, passing 151 kilometers in altitude. We're 7 minutes 5 seconds into flight. The first stage will begin its landing burn here. Landing burn expected to begin 7 minutes 57 seconds into today's mission. Again, reminder, we'll be staying live through first stage landing and confirmation of initial parking orbit. If you haven't yet, take a moment, engage that subscribe button so you never miss another live launch coverage or our full countdown to launch of Artemis 2 coverage with the 24/7 pad camera and our 24/7 cameras on the ISS and Starbase Texas. There you can see the ocean coming into view. 15 seconds till engine ignition for landing burn.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Stage 2 terminal guidance.